It's our time to bring you sports here on News Prime. My name is Hans Mensah and Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has revealed $2.5 million will be used to develop sports in Ghana. The minister made a revelation during the presentation of the 2019 budget statement and economic policy to Parliament today. He also touched on a number of international competitions that the country will be hosting, such as the Confederation of African Football Women's Nations Cup, AWCON 2018, and the 2023 All-African Games.
Sports. Mr. Speaker, sports continues to be one of the key unifying factors in our country, bringing all of us together as one, irrespective of our differences. I am pleased to announce, Mr. Speaker, that Ghana is currently hosting the Confederation of African Football Women's Nations Cup, and we have also, Mr. Speaker, won the bid to host the 2023 All-Africa Games. Mr. Speaker, the Accra Sports Stadium has been renovated after a decade of neglect. Finally, sports-loving Ghanaians can go to the Accra Stadium and safely watch their favorite teams play. Government has additionally invested in 10 youth and sports centers of excellence in Accra, excellence in each of the 10 regions of Ghana, which are at various stages of development. In all, Mr. Speaker, we intend to spend over $2.5 billion in infrastructure in 2019.
Let's turn our attention now to the Black Stars of Ghana, and Coach Kwesi Appiah has defended his decision to call up some of the nation's biggest names for this weekend's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Ethiopia. Asamoah Gyan has retained his place in the squad despite being without a league start for Kasere Sport this season, while the Ayew brothers have also returned to the fold after a year out of the squad.
Initially, what I don't want the country to rely on very few players. I wanted a situation where we can enlarge, those that we have. And by doing that, you have to allow other players to play. So I give them the chance, But when, the going is tough, or when you want to, finish it off, you come with your best. They are key players in our team, and anytime the going is tough or you need our best players, automatically you need to call them to be part of it. This game is very important for us. We just want to finish it and relax along the line. As you can see, the team that I brought against Kenya.
So you call on your best players when the going gets tough, according to Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah. Turn our attention to boxing. Thrilling bout and massive entertainment characterized the historic launch of Magdan Amateur Boxing Farmers Day edition at the Jubilee Park in Tamale. It was initiated by Magdan Group CEO Mr. Daniel Macaulay, who is also the Gabbana of Tamale, one of the sub-chiefs of the Overlord of Tamale. Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Ato has more in the following report.
Bouts and entertainment marked the historic launch of the Magdan Amateur Boxing Farmers Day edition at the Jubilee Park in Tamale last Friday. The Magdan Amateur Boxing Farmers Day edition is an initiative by Dr. Daniel Macaulay, the group CEO of the Magdan Group, who is also the Gubana of Tamale. The launch drew at least 3,500 people and has sparked great excitement ahead of the main event on December 7th at the same venue in the Northern Regional Capital. Abdul Samad Mohammed is the Vice President of the Ghana Boxing Federation, who launched the event and is confident that the program will make impact.
On behalf of my boss, Mr. George Lamte, and my director, Mr. Bawa, the Acting Director of National Sports Authority, we are presenting amateur boxing from Magdan Boxing Amateur Promotion. On behalf of my boss, Mr. Alote Kofi, the Catch Them Young president, boxing, he's reviving the boxing back from the 3 northern regions. Magdan, thank you. Aiko.
The Magdan Foundation's lead, Mr. Gerald Owusu-Duku, says his outfit's founder, Dr. Macaulay, wants to use his position as a traditional ruler to effect social change.
I want to say that Gubana sends his greetings and his blessings. As a unity and development chief, he's well poised to help the youth in these diverse ways. So please let us all help, all stakeholders come together and then promote this healthy cause. Thank you.
To tennis now, and a tennis clinic has been organized by PM Sports for school pupils at Osu here in Accra. The clinic is aimed at developing their skills and building their self-confidence. Joy Sports Asari Bediako has more in the following report.
Over 100 pupils of the Osu Presby Basic Primary School and some surrounding schools participated in the introductory Tennis in Schools program. Earlier this week, the event was being organized by PM Sports in collaboration with the Ghana Tennis Federation and the Ghana Education Service. Aspiring tennis kids between the ages of 7 and 10 years were ushered into the basic rudiments of the sport. The aim was to help the pupils develop their skills and build on their self-confidence. The pupils used mini version equipment such as soft balls, rackets and nets during the one-day tennis clinic. Peter Mensah is Chief Executive Officer of PM Sports, organizers of the Tennis in Schools program.
Our plan is to really extend it and make it more global, not global, nationwide, but we need that financial support. We need corporates to come in and take this on board and really provide that support that can help us roll it out and get all these kids actively playing tennis, enjoying it, and having a life out of it. We really need that financial support to complete for coaches, expenditure, traveling, even equipment. You know, when we got to a school like this, it's very, very hot, and it would be good for us to provide them drinks. We need to pay for our administrators and everyone else, and it would be great if we can get that support.
Send our attention now to the UEFA Nations League, and already the action is currently ongoing as we speak, and we'll check out what the score lines currently stand. So it's half-time between Belgium and Iceland, goalless between the two teams. Also half-time between Croatia and Spain, goalless as we speak. Half-time between Austria and Bosnia-Herzegovina, goalless in that game. To half-time between Greece and Finland. Greece lead by a goal to nil. At half-time, Hungary leading Estonia by a goal to nil. Full-time, Kazakhstan drawing 1-1 against Latvia. And half-time, Andorra down by a goal to nil against Georgia. And some international friendlies also ongoing. Full-time, Uzbekistan 0, Lebanon 0. Iran beating Trinidad and Tobago by a goal to nil. England lead the United States by 2 goals to nil with 43 minutes of the action done. Germany at halftime leading Russia by 3 goals to nil. Full-time, Israel thrashing Guatemala by 7 goals to nil. That's your sports. My name is Hans Mensah Ando.